So, what do you fear?
There's a certain kind of unknown that I fear, which is known to me. It's a kind of known dissonance. It scares the shit out of me because it's not something that a lot of people are afraid of, but a lot of people express it, and that they express it openly. It's the coolness. People love to be cool, and what scares me about coolness is that coolness can refresh you, but it can also numb you, and it can placate you. It can be one of the most luxurious sensations sought to indefinable and unimaginable degrees, and it is. And at this very moment, it's being engineered to the degrees and the specifications exactly to those who have imagined it. But for those who haven't, and for those who dream, what scares me is the make-believe of what it is to be cool in a world that's burning itself to death just to recognize itself. And through those plumes of smoke, we spot those cool cats.
Where are you from? Where were you born?
I was born in Tasmania.
Oh, okay.
South Australia, Tasmania.
Sure. Do you still go visit?
Yeah, I do. Last time I visited was for an engagement party just after June, actually.
Okay.
Spent 10 days down there. Caught up with some family, caught up with some really, really special individuals.
Okay. Are you close with your family?
Absolutely.
Wow, I appreciate that.
Yep. There's nothing I couldn't tell my family.
All right, this is already sonically better over here. You got the water. How about this, over in memory of all these people who died for some reason that I'm not totally clear on? Or is that too dark right now?
Not at all. Nothing's too dark.
Nothing's too dark. Well, how about death?
Death?
Yeah.
That's a great subject.
Do you fear your own death? Do you think about your own mortality on any routine basis?
All the time. But
daily?
It doesn't scare me daily. Daily, even almost hourly.
Okay.
Yeah, but it doesn't scare me. Death doesn't scare me.
But what do you think of your own mortality, and what do you think about death?
The concept of my own death and mortality comes in the same aperture of the way I consider my values and my integrative capacity to affect life and nature around me and unaround me. As I've grown to understand that, my comprehension of what you would call, say, a fear of terminality, or death is another way to put, terminality is another way to phrase that, has, become rather cyclical rather than, terminal. We go from point A to point B, but rather than going A, B, A, B, A, B, we go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we go from there. We make our way.
Okay, what about your own identity?
My own identity.
What is it? Do you have one? Do you believe in identities?
Yeah, I do.
Do they mean something? Are they a joke?
Yeah, all of those things. I think they're a joke. However, they do mean something. It's no laughing matter, but it's all a joke, man. You know what I mean?
Have you dislodged things from your own identity that you were shocked to find were there?
Yep.
Any regularity, or has that kind of happened in the past? Is it perpetually happening?
Sweating bullets. Hello, me. Meet the real me and my misfits way of life. To put it in a word.
Do you find psychedelics help with anything in terms of, do they help with anything?
Psychedelics are kind of like a can of deodorant and a lighter. You can use the lighter to start a campfire, and you can use the deodorant to smell good. Put the two together, you really have to know what you're doing, or you've got to be making a divine mistake. And if somebody else sees something, or if you see something, you see how uncertain and just how not purposeful those two can seem to be. However, you've seen someone spitting alcohol and
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get something out of it that has nothing to do with the itness. That's psychedelic. It's experimental and it's dangerous. It's reckless. And to live by that example is absolutely not the prerogative that I intend to set with the way that I go about things personally. To be psychedelic, it's not something that you can sign up for. I didn't sign up for it, and I didn't particularly want. However, I recognized a world with a certain kind of yearning for entertainment, and a degree of entertainment that did not encompass absolute enrapturement of all attention and ambition. To be entertained and inspired, to be enlivened but still have an appetite for what more there could be, to be completely befuddled, yet to absolutely be without question that there is something more to see.
How about religion and spirituality? Any value, any necessity?
Straight up, where do you want to start? I believe in God.
Like bearded, monotheistic male deity, or something different? Something more abstract? None of the above?
The big, hairy man in the sky that makes the sun shine.
Okay.
First and foremost. Secondly, it's the secret flame of motivation that burns within each and every one of us.
Okay.
You can never not have it.
You say the hairy guy in the sky, are we talking Judeo-Christian God, or is it not that
It could be
specific?
Kabbalistic, it could be Hinduistic, it could be Christianity. And I dare not say which.
Okay. Yeah, it can be your own private thing, and everybody's got a different perspective on it, or many people do. Do you have a routine, like a day-to-day routine that you follow in any sense?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
When I catch my breath, I remind myself what I'm sending it for.
What, you're saving it for?
That too. Saving it and sending it.
Sending it. Okay.
Saving it and sending it. It's all about catch and release. And as long as I remember my breath, I've always got way more to give than I could ever hold. And that's just a funny concept I like playing with, because I'm a quantum economist.
Quantum economist?
Yep.
What is that?
For those of you in New York that want to know what quantum economics is, it's a field of that I literally invented. You can't Google this because I made it up. It's about making money, because you do make money. Because as we know, we trade at our highest currency. And currency, if you get my flow, it's mental. It's mental.
Have you had to bounce back from anything challenging in your life? Once, twice, several times? For decades?
Many times.
Okay.
For decades.
But you've kept bouncing back?
I've kept bouncing back.
Will you keep bouncing back?
And I will.
What's the alternative?
Alternative.
Yeah, maybe there isn't one.
Maybe.
You a fan of David Bowie?
I am.
I don't know if you saw his movie Moon Age, his movie. This brilliant British documentarian had access to Bowie's, like, unfettered access to Bowie's secret archives, his videos, his artwork, everything. It was fucking brilliant. It's called Moon Age Daydream, named after the song off of Ziggy Stardust. But Bowie says something. He says a lot of profound things in there. One of the things he says is he can't imagine anybody getting to the end of their life and not wishing that they had found more enjoyment out of life, or that they had done something to get more enjoyment. Does that resonate with you? Do you find you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of life? What are you feeling? What are you feeling right now, man?
It rings a bell, mate. It rings a bell.
Okay. You're great, man. Why'd you approach me in Bogdan? I suppose I approached you. I said something about a bird, right?
We could have just crossed paths. It was half intentional. I just smiled at the first person I looked at.
Yeah, we immediately were like, this guy is cool as fuck, and you know what I always find? Like, whether it's an airline attendant or a waiter or a friend of yours you meet at a party, when you meet somebody who's witty, that's an extremely rare gift. And you were witty. Are you aware that you're witty?
Yeah.
Yeah, like sharp witty, like bang, bing, 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 flawless.
Not that aware, but that's how I can do it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. When he said Bogdan, only up from there, everything we said, he had something really interesting and remarkable to say, which struck me, and I was like, fuck, I gotta go back there and see if I could find that guy.
My dream job would be to walk around having conversations. But if I knew what I was doing, that might not be seen as work. I'd like to be able to keep doing the work that I do without really knowing about it and without really being appreciated for it on that magnitude. The same way that you can find a precious rock, but no one person has the megalomaniacal, centrifugal comprehension of what it's like to be every single diamond in the world being appreciated at once. But if you could get there, it doesn't matter, does it? You still light that shit up.
Totally flipping it on you. Are there...
That's a different kind of face-off.
Are there powerful, evil people in the world who control things and pull the strings, such as a Bill Gates and Elon, whoever, Jeffrey Epstein, and so on?
No.
There's not?
No.
As in they don't exist, or they're not as evil as, let's say, conspiratorial minds would like them to be? Or something different altogether?
Something different altogether.
Okay. Are you currently in a position where you have to do some sort of thing you don't care for in order to make money?
Nope.
Bless you for that, man. I mean, that's really powerful. The rest of, a lot of humanity is stuck in that position. Totally abstract, different concept here. Do you have any connection to the Aboriginal, the people of this land, and do you have any feeling on it?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I think that if you speak from your heart in the same place that I do, you would speak with just as much authority.
Is that for me or is that for everyone?
Everybody. If you've got a heart that sings and you know it.
You do. And you know this. All right, signing off.